Greetings, friends, and welcome once again to a Friday evening hymn sing here at the First Baptist Church of Freehold. We're so happy that you've decided to join us for a time to lift up your voices and sing, to offer praise to the one who has created us all and who has blessed us so richly. So join us as we lift our voices together, join us as we open our hearts in praise, and join us as we sing in one voice.
Our first hymn for this evening's hymn sing is Crown Him with Many Crowns, verses 1, 3, and 4.
Jesus, I love to hear.
hymn for this evening. And this particular hymn is one of only a handful of songs that are devoted purely to giving thanks. And the text was written by Foley Sanford Pierpoint. He was born in October of 1835 in Bath, England. And after graduating from Cambridge, he taught at Somerset College. One day, when he was 29, Pierpoint found himself walking in the countryside on a beautiful spring day. He saw the ocean of green, the blue dome of heaven, and the winding Avon River cutting through the flowery landscape. Overwhelmed with God's creative brilliance, he wrote this poem. He intended it primarily for communion services in the Anglican Church, but when it jumped the Atlantic and came to the U.S., it very quickly became associated with the American Thanksgiving holiday. In the original version, each verse ended with these words, "Christ our God, to thee we raise, this our sacrifice of praise." This line eventually got changed to the version we sing now. "Lord of all, to thee we raise, this our hymn of grateful praise." You probably don't need me to tell you the title, but it's "For the Beauty of the Earth," and we will be singing verses 1, 2, 4, and 5.
As you go into this weekend, I pray that some of the peace of these moments remains with you, and that the joy of God is present for you in each moment of each day. Go in peace, my friends. Amen.